If you're seeing this, and if you're seeing me for the first time especially, I want to let you know that it's not a coincidence, okay? Spirit sent me to deliver you an important message. If you don't know me, if you're new here, my name is Lillian. I'm a tarot reader, and I channel messages down from the divine. And so I feel very strongly that if you're seeing this right now, like I said, it's for a reason. And it could be that you really need to hear this message. This is a timeless message, so whenever it finds you, and it's for you at that moment in time. So I keep hearing the song that goes like, I get knocked down, then I get up again. Okay, I'm sure you know that song. Yeah, so I keep hearing that song, and I'm also getting this very strong warrior energy from you. So one as I say that, I feel like you've had, I want to say, a lot of new beginnings in your life. Maybe you can relate to constantly being in flux is what I want to say, constantly having your life pivot. And I think that this has both been a blessing and a curse for you is what I want to say. And as a result, you've developed a very strong armor, strong resilience, specifically, to being knocked around by life. And I think that that's why I've been channeling that song. It could be that currently you feel like you're going through a low or you're going through a pivot. Maybe you're in the process of getting back up after feeling like life has knocked you down. And I want to say it's kind of funny because I was getting my decks ready before this reading, and I noticed in one of my decks there was a card that didn't belong there, and I was like, oh, well, that must have been left there. And also it's 111 on my actual clock. So ones are very relevant to you right now. You may be seeing, numbers with repeating ones. So 1111, 111. Also feathers. Getting a confirmation itch. Whenever I get an itch on my face, I know that's confirmation. So yeah, feathers are going to be very significant. I feel like Spirit really wants to let you know today that all is well, that you're on the right path. Basically, when I see feathers, I know that means I'm on the right path. So you're on the right path with something. And it could be that you're manifesting a new beginning, entering a new cycle, a new chapter. You're about to take a risk. There's some energy around that. And I kept hearing resurrection. So, and also, I don't know if the movies or the games Resident Evil are relevant to you. That won't be for everyone, but I was getting Resident Evil. And I kept hearing like resurrection. So it could be quite literally you're in the process of this like resurrection in your life. But anyway, before I got super distracted, it's Pisces season as I film this, so I'm like, woo! I'm sure you can relate too. Okay, so as I was getting my decks ready, I noticed this card didn't belong in the deck. I'm like, all right, well, obviously that's relevant. And the card is, please focus. There we go. Emotions are running high. Emotions are running high. I feel like this is very true collectively right now. Things feel intense. Things feel amplified. Things feel, I wanted to say, like out of touch, ungraspable in a way. Like I think we're having a hard time understanding why certain things are happening maybe in the world, and maybe this is also reflecting in our personal lives at the moment, because I also kept hearing that other song, Tell Me Why. And so it could be that you're also looking for some type of answer. You're really questioning why things maybe are the way they are right now, or why things have been a certain way in your life. I think I'm getting this very nostalgic energy. So it could be that you've been reflecting a lot on your past, on where you've come from, where you are, and where you're going. Something here, linear. But either way, this card can talk about all types of emotions being amplified at this time, and you needing to be aware of that and okay with that. And I also understand that we can be aware of things and that they still feel heavy and difficult to move through. But I'm hearing that, awareness is also your superpower. So at this time, if you can kind of check yourself when you're moving through certain emotions, whether they be good or bad, and just find a middle ground is what I'm hearing. Find the middle ground and understand that just energetically, the earth in general is just going through this wave of amplification is what I want to say. It's like, I feel like this, it's like the amp, you know, like guitar amps. Like, it's like the amp is being cranked up right now. That's what it feels like. And so pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your emotions right now, pay attention to what's coming up. I feel like it's very important and relevant to you right now on your journey, and important for you to sit with it, and but also ground it, okay? But anyway, so this will be different for whoever I'm speaking to, but it could be that you're moving through high highs. So you're excited, you're on this high, you know, and then others of you could be experiencing a dip. It could be this low. And I feel like that first song that was coming through, talking about, you know, you get knocked down, but you get up again. It's like, remind yourself of that. That's kind of your superpower is what I'm hearing. You have this gift of being able to pull yourself back up no matter what life throws at you. And I think that you really need to sit in your personal power right now and remind yourself of how far you've come and everything that you've conquered in your life, as challenging as it has been. But you've conquered it, right? You've gotten through it. And so there's this reminder that if you are experiencing a dip right now, it's temporary. It's temporary. It's going to pass. And I think on the other end of it is this upswing, you know, I think there's a lot of excitement actually on the other end. But I'm definitely getting a sense of a new beginning, a risk, taking a jump, because also, and it's so funny, it's all with this deck. So maybe this is where we need to start today. With this deck, this is where that, like the wrong card was in this deck. And also when I was pulling this out of its box, this one card jumped out and it was like, jump in, you go first and the universe will catch you. Okay, so there's something here about maybe having some blind faith in something, or needing to be optimistic, okay? Optimistic. Okay. And I mean, this could be optimistic in your personal life. This could be optimistic for the external world, right? As scary as some things may seem, because like the world is in a state of flux right now, you know, as many of us are as well. It's all a reflection of each other. And so I think that we're in a state of flux right now, and I think that normally always brings panic up, fear. So collectively, I think that things are just feeling like a whirlwind. And I think that if you're watching this and you feel very, like you're just a more sensitive person, it makes sense that you're picking up on the collective anxiety, the collective dip, and just the amplification of all the noise. It feels like energetic noise is affecting you, okay? So be aware of that. Sometimes it may not even be yours. And if you... there's something coming up about being very aware and conscious about what it is that you're consuming online as well. Make sure that you're not putting yourself in environments or situations that drain you, that put you in a negative mindset is what I'm hearing. So being more conscious about how other people's heightened emotions can really affect you right now. And if you feel like you're struggling energetically, just be very aware of, I want to say, your energetic hygiene. And that comes with, you know, actually cleansing your energy field. Some of you may need to take a salt bath is what I'm hearing, or just a shower where you scrub yourself with salt. whatever you have at your disposal. Salt will purify. So that you might have to do that. I'm just feeling a lot of other people's gunk in your aura that you've picked up. Even if you've just been out in public and you've walked by groups of people, or just certain people that maybe have a very charged aura at the moment. You could have definitely picked it up. I'm hearing transmuter. So you may be a transmuter. I just heard refurbishing. Weird. Okay. refurbishing, maybe that is relevant to you as well, but it kind of feels like maybe you refurbish other people's energy. Okay, so it could be that spirit, your guides, your higher self, kind of sends you to certain places where maybe the energy is very dense because it needs to be transmuted, or it just coagulates. What's that word? Coagulates? Yeah, like a blood clot, kind of like. Okay, interesting, spirit. So yeah, the more density in a certain place or area, it's kind of like it all coagulates like a blood clot, and it gets even more dense and difficult to penetrate and transmute. And so it could be that I'm hearing boots on the ground. So it could be that spirit's literally sending you as like boots on the ground to pick up and transmute this energy, because I'm hearing that you are more aware and conscious of your energetic field, of your energetic shifts, and therefore the more conscious you are of it, the more likely you're to be like, oh wow, I don't feel good, I need to do something to cleanse myself, whether that be go out in nature, actually cleanse yourself in some type of way with salt or with smoke, meditate, whatever it is, activity. There's something here about you're very easily able to transmute dense energy. And so be aware of that you may be absorbing and picking up energy that just isn't yours right now. Especially if you're feeling shifts and swings in your energy, it could just not even be yours. So yeah. Okay, let's see. What is this card that came out? Okay, we got surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. I hope that's focusing. My never-ending battle with the focus on my camera. I think that focused. Okay, it's so funny. This card has a body of water on it. I wanted to say as well, I was picking up on visions of a lake and ocean. Depending on where you are, I don't know what the weather's looking like, but you may be feeling called or led to take a trip somewhere with a body of ocean. I was also getting something about a cottage or like a vacation home, something of that sort, a resort, I even want to say. You're being called to go near a body of water. If you can enter the body of water, if the weather permits, even better. Especially if it's salt water, I want to let you know, but any type of natural body of water will do and will help with your energy is what I'm hearing. I just heard enter an abundant era of your life. So if you're not feeling in this energy right now, I want to let you know it's coming. You're going to be getting an opportunity to just enjoy life is what I'm hearing. So this, again, might come as a trip, like a road trip, a vacation somewhere else to a tropical place or to a place with water. I feel like that's coming up for you. It could also just be that you're finding yourself in this bubble of joy. And it's a big contrast to what is being felt collectively. And I don't say that as in, ignore what's going on externally. But I also think that there is this question of how good is it collectively to feed the fire is what I'm hearing. So it may be that you are so aware that by you maintaining this positive energy, this high vibration, that you are actually doing more good collectively than if you were to feed a fire is what I'm hearing, okay? And so I feel like you are really being called to, stay in some type of energetic bubble, even if that is, where you're creating art or you're expressing yourself and you are choosing to look at the beautiful side of life. Look at how much you've been blessed. Look at how much you've overcome. I feel like you're entering this stage, but I think that it also, this is what I want to say. I think a lot of people, when they're looking to manifest a new reality that it feels joyous and it feels like their dream reality, right? I think a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that they need to first externally search for it, or that they need to make it happen externally first. And I think the missing link here that a lot of people don't acknowledge is that first you need to embody that state. You need to find that reality within you first. And then you will notice that your external reality starts to mirror your internal reality. And this isn't me either brushing off hardship, because I've gone through hardship. I understand that when you're moving through it, it's very difficult to shift into a joyous mentality and embody that energy of my dream reality. I totally get that, but there are ways to find it even when we are moving through difficulty, and that is through gratitude, that is through creation, that is through just finding beauty in the smallest things. And you will notice how that will completely shift your energy even if you're going through a lot of stress or a lot of chaos. And you will notice how it will eventually start to reflect in the situations that you're going through and your greater life experience. And sometimes this can take longer for some of us to achieve than others. But I want to say, I feel like the people that I'm speaking to today, you have been on this journey of consciousness. You have been really working on your internal environment, okay? Like you've been working on the internal. I'm getting confirmation burps, excuse me. You've been working on the internal, and I feel like finally, it's going to start reflecting in your exterior reality. Okay. And so that's what I want to let you know today. It's like you have been in this warrior energy for so long, and now it's your turn to make love to life, like that card says. You know, this is your opportunity to watch all of your internal hard work pay off in the way that you view the world and in the way that the world shows up for you. Wonderful. I'm also hearing some of you guys may be getting flowers. You may be getting gifted like a coffee. It may be something like that where people around you want to gift you something, okay? It could be that life, the universe is quite literally handing you gifts through other people as well. Pulse of the Mother, slow down, time in nature. A lot of you guys are really, look at these two cards. They completely match, you know? I feel like you're really being called to either cultivate this within you or quite literally take some type of road trip, some type of vacation, whatever is accessible to you, and allow yourself to just enjoy. Allow yourself to slow down and be in this bubble, okay? Because I want to say once again, and don't feel guilty, because I feel like, you know, a lot of people don't realize that cultivating that energy is actually much more beneficial collectively, all right? Yeah, the people that I'm speaking to today, you guys are light workers. You are light workers, and that's why I was getting that energy that, you know, you step into places and you transmute. You're doing the divine's work. You're like, you know, soldier, boots on the ground, basically. Like you've been sent here to be boots on the ground. It's so funny because, yeah, you have this warrior energy, but inside you're also very tender. You can be very childlike. You maybe are goofy. You know, you like to not take things too seriously either. And I think that that's such a gift to the people around you as well. And it's such a gift. It's such a gift, I want to say. There's something here about gold energy, solar energy. Some of you guys may be coming up on your solar return. Citrine is relevant here. Gold. You have a golden aura. Okay, I also want to say, interesting, you're going to be recognizing other people with this golden aura as well. It's like you're going to be coming together with other light workers or other people with golden auras that are also boots on the ground in a way, okay? I also wanted to mention this because I feel like it's very relevant. there's this energy about birth, giving birth to something, giving birth to a new life, giving birth to a new version of you, giving birth to creative pursuits, giving birth to your gifts, giving birth to new chapters. There's a lot of new energy either currently moving through your life or you're about to walk up to that. Basically, I feel like you're just walking up to it. This feels like the build up to walking up to this portal, to this door. Look at these two cards, guys. Like, there are both cards have portals on them. Both cards have, you know, the people moving towards these portals, these doorways. You're currently moving towards some type of new beginning, shift. I want to hear a shift. There's a shift here. And so I want to, okay, you know what they say, how anxiety and excitement is kind of like the same emotion, but on a different, like, but on the separate polarity, like they're polar opposites, but they're still the same emotion, the same energy in a way. It's like, if you've been feeling anxiety or excitement for no reason, maybe it's like, again, realize that they're the same emotion. There's this excitement that I'm feeling in the air. And I think that that's because there's some type of portal opening up for you in your life where you're like a lot of transitionary energy has been coming through for my collective messages. And so obviously these energies, they last a while, they're still relevant. So if you've been watching my videos and you've heard me talk a lot about these transitions, these portals, these doorways opening, it's because they don't just open in 1 week, right? Like there's a build up, there's this transitionary phase, there's this integration once you walk through it. It's a whole thing. And I think a lot of people also need to realize that everything is in the divine's timing and they move things along as they see fit. And so there's an energy here of us not being able to rush through it, even if we're impatient or feeling the anticipation and excitement to move forward. There's this reminder of needing to be okay with however long the process takes. I know for me personally, I could feel shifts coming in my life but there was a long process to it. You know, sometimes it takes years. I mean, I don't want to say, you know, it's going to take necessarily years for you too, because I feel like you've already been evolving so much and being patient. And, you know, I just feel like you're very close to being like having this chance to slow down, maybe this chance to heal, this chance to create, this chance to have a new life that maybe you just never saw possible because it's just like logistically or logically, it just felt impossible in a way. And I feel like you're coming up on big rewards soon. But there's also an energy of you being able to decide what your next chapter looks like. The self and the mystic at the bottom of the deck. You've expanded so much. I feel like like I was saying, you've really found the gift of cultivating your inner world. And I think because you've really worked on mastering yourself and understanding yourself better, and I'm hearing shattering parts of your shadow. And of course integrating them, because we can never truly get rid of the shadow. But there's this integration that has happened, this resurrection. Resurrection. Some of you guys may work with spirit like I do. I'm also getting a very creative energy though. Could be you're working on something creative, you want to work on something creative. Whatever brings you joy. The King. Look at how interesting these cards are. They really mimic each other a lot. I have to be honest, I think that you are entering this stage of really embracing your masculine energy and putting yourself out there and going after the things that you love. And I think that that's why that other card says you decide, because it's a very masculine energy, right? You get to decide what direction you go in. There's a lot of personal power coming through here. And I feel like you're just going to be radiating. There's this radiance coming through. Remember, golden energy, solar energy. So again, some of you guys may be coming up on your solar return soon, but you have this solar energy to you. And I know that that means that you're meant to be expressing yourself and creating something out into the world, pursuing your goals, going after your desires. Okay? Watercolor painting may be significant. Maybe you did that as a child. Maybe you enjoy doing that. It's so interesting because I feel like there is this integration happening right now for you where the creative, free-flowing, ebb and flow energy that you embody internally is now joining forces with maybe this more structured, radiant, go-getter vibe. I just feel like you're going to be sitting on your throne. You're going to be sitting on your throne. And it's funny because I feel like there's such a funny dance of energy here where I'm picking up on this very sensual, soft, slow down and rest phase coming up. But there's also this energy of being able to create in that state without it feeling burdensome. Like, I feel like that's going to be, for the first time in your life maybe, that you get this opportunity to almost live in bliss, live in paradise is what I'm hearing. Live in some type of bliss, whether it be, you know, external, internal, although I feel like it's going to be both. But you're also able to create, because I feel like you are the type of person that you always need to be creating something, always doing something. Maybe you have a hard time resting and that's something that you're working on. But I do feel like it's very important for you to have both of those energies in your life, this ebb and flow, this feminine creative energy, and also this masculine go-getter energy. Because I do feel like you're a goal-oriented person. And with this Siren card at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you're being asked to answer a call. You're being asked to answer a call. Wow, look, the Father card coming through. That has to do all with our structures in life. It makes me think of the same thing with that King card. And then with the Hunter coming up here, this talks about the things that we really want in life, what it is that we're pursuing. And so you have this beautiful balance of masculine and feminine energy coming through in your spread right now. And again, with this card, like, there's a lot of energy here about transition. Transition. Okay, this is very specific, but for those of you that have lost a father figure, so this could be, you know, an actual father, this could be a brother, this could be an uncle, this could be a grandfather, even a partner, husband, someone that's transitioned over to the other side. I feel like they are guiding you on this next stage of your life. And I feel like where life, again, in the past, and this was coming through in a previous reading, but where life maybe felt black and white, it's now going to be transitioning over to color. There's a lot here about color, radiance, solar energy. So I feel like as winter wraps up and we enter spring, there's going to be this burst of energy, this burst of color. And I'm feeling like doors are going to be opening and presenting themselves to you. Some type of creation is coming in your life. Inbound is what I'm hearing. Creation inbound. Splitting the Six of Wands. There could also be this recognition coming in, guys. It could be you've been like hunting after some type of goal or idealistic ideas, what I'm hearing, idealistic life, idealistic version of yourself. You've been hunting after it. You've been running after it, and there's some type of recognition coming here. Finally, it's like you're going to be catching what it is that you're hunting. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Today I felt drawn to use the cat tarot, so maybe cats are relevant to you. You may resonate with Lillian starseeds, for those of you that are into the starseed thing. Okay, this is very specific. Very specific. Take it as it resonates. I'm picking up on this loss, okay? So this might be like this passing that I'm picking up on of a male energy. And I feel like there is this weird contrast between healing from this, trying to accept it, understand why, and also decide what you're going to do kind of with what was left for you. It's kind of giving like inheritance energy, if I'm being honest. Some of you guys may have been left some type of home near the water, or you're thinking about like what you're going to do with this gift almost. What was left for you. Again, that won't be for everyone. Spirit, what does the person watching this, what do they need to know? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something here about deciding what to do with money, trying to balance our finances. King of Swords. There's something about trying to approach something in a very logical manner. The Fool, what was I saying? The Chariot. Chariot reverse, the Fool upright. Okay, I Strength. I feel like there is this new beginning waiting for you on the other end of this transition, like what I'm saying. And I think that you're really waiting for certain pieces to fall into place before you take action or move forward. It could be that you're having a hard time moving forward from a situation. Again, if this is some type of loss, it could be that right now you're trying to gather your strength, rebalance your energy, get your mental space in order. I feel like right now we're trying to balance ourselves out. Ace of Wands, but you're close. You're really close. And I want to ask you why this feels like an internal decision to move forward that maybe feels delayed, not like right timing. I think that you're waiting for something internally to shift. Maybe you're just feeling ready for something mentally, you know, before you take this leap and kind of go after what it is that you really want. Go after your happiness. Go after, like, your rainbow. Four of Wands as I say this. Like I said, some of you guys may have been left some type of home or a property. Others of you just have this really exciting new beginning waiting for you. And I feel like this is going to be coming in during the spring. The Magician. And this is self-initiated. There's something that you've been reaching towards. Okay, a lot of these cards... reaching up. There's something you've been reaching towards. Knight of Wands. Strength coming out. Okay, I feel like you've gone through some type of situation that has left you exhausted and a little bit guarded. And this could be like a, you know, a long road with financial struggles, trying to balance that out. This could be some type of loss. This could be trying to figure out what you're going to do with what has been left for you, like I said. And I'm getting this energy of trying to find the strength to move forward, move through this, maybe get things organized, get ourselves balanced. So I feel like some of you guys have been manifesting a new home. Or just a new fulfilling, a new emotionally fulfilling beginning. Two of Cups. But I want to say hang in there, because I feel like by springtime, or if you're not watching this, you know, right away, if you're watching this down the line, it could be by next spring, or if you're already in spring when you watch this, It's coming quick. The Lovers. The Lovers, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Cups reversed. For those of you that are concerned about a partnership, a relationship, about the stability of your future with someone, even within a family unit, I do feel like there's a lot of happiness and prosperity on the other end of it. Page of Swords and Justice. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, quick energy. There's communication as well. And Page of Swords, you know, can also talk about needing to have some type of like conversation. There could be in some type of involvement with legal proceedings for some of you. Whatever this is where there's stagnancy and we're trying to balance things out, sort things out, figure things out, I feel like that's going to be coming to an end rather quickly. I do feel like a lot of you guys are going to be hearing some type of positive news that helps you move forward in some way. I feel like you have been stuck dealing with a situation that hasn't allowed you to move forward in your own life. It's been keeping you stuck, okay? Whether it just be like your own emotions regarding a certain situation, or like having to physically deal with, like I said, the pieces of something. Put the pieces back together or something, or like sort something out that has been left for you to figure out, okay? And I feel like there's been this like energy of stop and smell the roses in a way. But I think that it's also been a little frustrating in the process because it's felt a little bit stagnant, and like you've been put on this pause where you've needed to gather like a new perspective in a way so that you can make decisions from a different place, if that makes sense. Either way, whatever this is, whatever it is that you're dealing with currently that maybe has your emotions running high, whatever you feel like maybe has knocked you down, knocked you off your energy, I do feel like there's resolution coming here. There's some type of fairness coming in for you, and this restoration of happiness and balance, and I feel like it's going to allow you to make some type of decision like that you need to make, right? Like you need to make this decision, and I feel like you just haven't been in the place, you haven't had the privilege, I want to say, to make some type of decision and move forward. And I do want to let you know very quickly, I think it's coming up on that, where you're going to have this freedom, this ability to make this decision that feels very aligned with your spirit, aligned with your soul, aligned with this reality that you're hoping to live, okay? I feel like some of you guys have maybe been just dealing with really difficult, tricky situations in the external. And despite that, you're really trying to still maintain composure internally and not let it knock you down energetically, okay? Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Work, achievement, success. Spiritual love. Yeah, so for those of you that are dealing with some type of romantic situation that you're worried about, I do think that with, I want to say diligence and attention, like, and you know, actually trying to work through this, I think that like there's a lot of happiness and stability on the other end of it. Others of you, like I said, there may be this type of recognition that you're going to be getting with something that you've been working really hard towards, something that you love, something that makes your soul sing. A short journey. So yeah, some of you guys may, be taking some type of road trip. Okay. I feel like that's really important. If you're on the fence about taking some type of trip, I feel like you need to take it, okay? And like I said, just be very aware of what's influencing you energetically, mentally. Make sure that you're making decisions that feel right with you, that they're not being influenced by others, that you're not doing things against your will in a way. Wow, Beetle came out. Good fortune. If it wants to focus, there we go. Dark woman, dealings in a relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Oh, December came out and a wish is granted. And I mean, okay, you know, the masculine energy I was picking up on, this for some of you is going to be a masculine that was in your life or is in your life. For others of you, you may be the masculine energy. Okay, either way, I feel like the people I'm speaking to, they've been doing a lot of hard work internally, I think also externally. Okay. 11th house, you know what I say about 11th house. That's hopes and wishes, and literally the wishbone card came out. So, okay. Look, you've been wishing for a really difficult chapter of your life to come to an end. This has felt like restrictions, battles, delays, like it's making me think of like boring administrative work or something, like bureaucracy, like just ugh. 444 as I say this. Health stuff, like just delays, like hardship, health stuff, like I don't know. I feel like you've been wishing for things to kind of be rebalanced here, and I think that, let me tell you, I do think this wish is coming in. Okay, like I said, all the internal hard work that you've been doing, again, Saturn energy is mastery. You've been going through this phase of internal mastery, and I really feel like very soon, like you're so close, you're walking up into this transition. Very soon, things are just going to completely shift, and I feel like the things that you've been asking for, the things that you've been wishing for and praying for, get ready, because they are literally around the freaking corner is what I'm hearing. So don't give up. You are so close. Really try to tend to your inner world as you have been. And if you need to, keep yourself in this bubble of love. Okay? Please let me know if that resonated. If you're looking for personal guidance, you can book a reading with me on my website. So the link for that will be in the description. Either way, I love you guys so much. If you made it to the end of this video, you're a rock star. And yeah, I will see you next time.